Hi everybody and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday the 22nd of October 2019. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm using the Tarot de la Nuit and I used the money that I get from my lovely Patreon supporters. So you guys, thank you again so much for supporting the channel and for supporting me. I know there are millions of people out there, so I know what it's worth and I appreciate it and I really value it. So let's have a look at what this deck wants us to be aware of for the 22nd, Tuesday the 22nd. Okay, so what are these? These are probably extra cards. Sometimes they provide alternatives. I'm going to put all of them in. Look how beautiful these are. Wow. Aren't they beautiful? Gorgeous. And some are in reverse already as well. If not all. No. Okay. So let me shuffle these cards a little bit. They look amazing. The Tarot de la Nuit I'm not such a fan of because, you know, English speaking market, why not just call it Tarot of the Night, you know? I mean, it seems a little bit pretentious to me. But the cards are super beautiful. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what they want to say. They're gonna say horrible things now because I've insulted the cards. I've insulted their name. I'm sorry, little cards. Okay, I'm sorry. I love you. I love your name. I love you. I'm forgiven. Good. All right, I'm forgiven. Let's have a look at what is coming up. Said that about 8 times, I think. Oh, that looks dark. We've got the Judgment card. Oh, and I've got the big lights on, which is spoiling this. So let me just turn those off. Sorry. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? It doesn't reflect so much. Okay, awesome. So we got the Judgment card. Then we've got... Ooh. The Empress. Isn't this very similar to a reading I had recently where I had... It seems familiar. The Tower. Oh my goodness. And what a beautiful tower it is. What a beautiful tower card. I love it. Adore. Okay, adore Tarot de la Nuit. 5 out of 5. Love it. First of all, we've got 3 major arcana cards. So it's a big day. It's a big theme. We have 21 major arcana cards, and then in the 78 card deck, the rest are minor arcana cards and court cards. So the majors are really important. First of all, Judgment is about being called to wake up to live your true authentic self. Usually it's an angel blowing a trumpet. In this case, it's like, I don't know if you've seen The Lord of the Rings, but the elves who live in Middle Earth, they are immortal. But what happens is they kind of lose their spark after a while and they just kind of fade and die when they lose the will, so to speak. So when they're near death, they go off into the undying lands on this boat. And it's a land where it's like over the rainbow, where teardrops become lemon drops and the clouds are far behind you and everything is wonderful and dreams really do come true. And she's the last one. She's saying, come on, we're going to the promised land. Where are you? Come with me. And the promised land, you can see this as a doorway. So you're being asked by the universe, come to the promised land. And don't resist that. If the universe is opening up a door for you in your life and saying, come on, do this, then do it. Another example of this is RuPaul, and I don't really talk about this a lot because it's such a popular, trendy show at the moment. But he was in the media saying, when I first started, we had this punk group, and one day we just decided to kind of get dressed up and mess with gender to confuse people a little bit, and they loved it. So he was like, I noticed that, and I dressed up after that because the universe had shown me something that was popular that I didn't plan on. I was planning on doing punk music. The gender thing was just a one-off idea. But that's what stuck, and that's what turned into the whole drag queen business, is because people liked what they saw. So he took the opportunity and developed on that path. So if you believe there is a path for you in life, and I really do feel that each one of us is here for a reason. I feel we're on a spiritual journey. Today you're going to get a reminder that you are on that journey and that it's time to get going. The Empress is new beginnings, so let's get going. Although she looks really chill. This is the most chill Empress I've ever seen. And she represents communication. She's kind of just lying here. Crown is askew, taking a nap on her throne. She's totally pure and beautiful and untouched by anything negative. So, dark and light, we've got you coming out from the dark and into the light today. The Empress is love. So you love in a positive way. You're relaxed. You're comfortable in your own skin. You surround yourself with beautiful things. You easily charm other people. You are really good with friends and family, and you can really present yourself very, very well to others. You can make a huge, wonderful, good impression on other people so that it opens new doorways for you. And what will happen is if you raise your vibration, or imagine this day, Tuesday the 22nd, the universe is holding a hand out to you, okay? And it's your choice whether you take that hand or not. And it'll pull you out. It'll pull you through that door. And the way that's going to happen is through your intuition, through your feelings, through your gut. You're going to feel, I ought to go in this direction to make a fresh start, to communicate what I need to communicate, this is what I need to do today. But what happens is if you follow your heart and if you raise your vibration, then the negative stuff, the tower, and look how intimidating that looks, that is going to start falling apart, which is not a bad thing because you're leaving the negativity behind. Imagine this girl, okay? She's beautiful. She grew up in this tower with awful wizards, and it's like Azkaban from Harry Potter. Can you see that evil face in the building? Oy. It's like a dragon. Oy. So she grew up there and she finally got out of this. She said, how can I get out of this? How can I find freedom? So she decided to ask herself, despite all the doom and gloom, she created her own little space of light for herself, and she said, what can I do to get out of here? And she would have had a message from the universe, which is what you'll get today. So anyone who's stuck in a situation today, today's your way out. Today's your ability to exit, okay? A negative situation that has been plaguing you for a while. And this little girl, she built this bubble. She decided that she was going to be the queen of the white roses. She started this white rose business for weddings. She actually went through the doorway and did that, started a business over here around the corner. And she's now the Empress of flowers, and she's got her own life, and she lives in this beautiful valley with sunshine and the beach and dolphins jumping around. She's nowhere near the tower where she started. So things falling apart and things smoldering and coming undone is not a bad thing, especially when you have influences like that in your life. When things that look like this tower does, when those things come crumbling down in life, it's like hooray. And we all have several of those towers in our lives. The Scientologists call this an engram, okay? I was a Scientologist for 3 days, I think, before I lost it. And I learned a little bit in that time. And if something bad happens to you, like let's say you eat mussels and you get food poisoning from mussels, you'll always have that negative association with mussels when you see them. Like you might feel nauseous just because it's an engram. It's like a shock or a scar or a psychological wound in your mind that you carry around with you. And they do this super expensive process where you go through auditing and you give them all these details so that you can let go of them. And that's, I mean, whatever about the religion, I don't want to get controversial or whatever, but the more we know ourselves and the lighter we make our load, I think the better. So, I think they may be onto something there. This is about letting go of an engram as such. This is letting go of a psychological wound by remembering who you truly are in spirit. The universe reminds you. So it holds up a mirror to you, whether you want it or not. And it says, hang on, Sandy. No, you're better than this. This is not who you are. Remember who you are. Stop. Arrêtez. If we had the Tarot de la Nuit, then arrêtez, stop. Okay? This is not you. If you're going down this path, then you're just creating more towers. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to go in a direction that you enjoy? So it's much more positive. It's much lighter. You choose the light path, the chill path, the path where you can be yourself, where there's no threat of being hurt. And it's just a day where the universe makes it very, very easy for you to let go of the bad. Let's dump that. And you get a golden ticket, you get a great invite from the universe saying, "Dear Sonia, you are cordially invited to have a fabulous day on Tuesday the 22nd if you listen to your gut feelings and what you get in your meditation. Thank you and good luck. Love, the universe." Okay? So that's what you're being invited to have a good time, to connect with other people, to be with your kin, to be with your people, whether that's family or loved ones or friends, and to let go of the negative people in your life and also the negative institutions. You could fit a bank into this. If you get the feeling or you get the opportunity to find a way out, a golden ray of hope out of this dark job that you're in, which is so draining and negative and repetitive and unchallenging. You see this ray of light. Is it real? Is it a mirage? Can I ever get out of that? Yes, you can. It is real. It's not just a dream. You can work in a way that is enjoyable and positive, and you can be around people that are positive and light and happy. Things haven't been light and positive and happy. It's been a roller coaster emotionally lately. For me personally, I don't know about you, but today we get a kind of, from all of that. And it's like, let's dump the baggage, thank goodness, and let's go on the little happy elf trail, tra-la-la. Let's do that. So thank goodness. It's a day to relax, to enjoy yourself, to love freely, openly, to just take a breather, and to also, again, whenever I say you're free to love, always, always, always include yourself in that list. So thank you for taking such good care of me. Thank you for continuing to shine your light even in the darkest of circumstances. You don't know why you were there. Maybe you were in that horrible... I watched something the other day where this woman, she had 3 divorces, and 2 of the last 2 husbands stole her money. And the first one stole 20 million. She paid that off. And then the second one, she had money again, and he stole like 30 million or something ridiculous like that. And the interviewer said, usually these days when you see things like that, people go bankrupt, and they pay back a dime on the dollar, so to speak, you know, once they've declared bankruptcy, and they do it that way. But you didn't do that. You decided to pay off all of these debts, which technically weren't your debts. They were your ex-husband's plural debts, but you honored them. And she said, yeah, I did, because I thought of all of the people who wouldn't be able to send their kids to college and summer camp, and the pension savings that they had. All of those people would be affected, and I didn't want to do that. So her life was not fun because of that, but just think about how many other people's lives she saved by suffering and paying those debts off. And just imagine, by her being in this negative environment and continuing to believe in herself and her light. So that's what I'm asking you to do as well today. Believe in you and your light. Believe that there is hope at the end of the tunnel. You can get through this. And if you shine your light in a negative, dark place, you never know what ripple effect you're going to have, what positive ripple effect you're going to have. Numerology wise, let's count the numbers and see what vibration this is. We've got 16, the tower, and 3 is 19, and 20 is 39. 3 and 9 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3, and 3 is the Empress. 3 is communication, new beginnings, looking to the future, looking at doorways of opportunity, giving birth to certain things. Although in this deck, and I'm using this deck today for a reason, partly because of my wonderful Patreon supporters, but also, I mean, I could have used the Black Cat Tarot again today, but I didn't. I decided to use this. And with the tarot cards, the law of attraction is always at work. You can never pick the wrong card. So usually she gives birth, but today she's just a little bit more chill. So she's, you know, relax, have a good time, go be with your people and let it go. Detox. Away with the negative. Salt, sea salt baths are good for this. They kind of pull the negativity out of your system, and so are steam rooms and saunas and things. So if you can go swimming or go to spa or steam room or something to treat yourself, go for it. Okay, so go out and conquer. Yeah, number 3, speak freely, communicate, and go succeed today. Make it your day to have fun and to enjoy yourself and to be your real you. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, I use astrology, and I use numerology, so I can answer any questions you may have. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, and if you're feeling ultra generous, then please share the video online. That would be awesome. And I realize it involves you coming out of the tarot closet to share this video, so I would be ever so grateful. Have a lovely day. Check out some of my other videos, like the weekly horoscope and the horoscopes for 2020 for each sun sign. I've done those. I was really curious because we have this huge Jupiter-Pluto-Saturn conjunction. I was really curious as to what's going to happen, so I've put those up really early. So check those out. Have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.